And we're not going to that yet. We're going to display. Ah! Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. As always, that's pretty much the intro that I've just kind of adapted to be the intro of every stream. We're doing Blender today, as you might have been able to tell by the title and the thumbnail and all of that stuff that I had to fix this morning because YouTube removed it. Quite unbelievable, but we're back now. We've got this beautiful little kind of silly starship here. We're going to be working on the inside, because, you know, the outside, I don't know how much else I can do about it. I feel like the best method for this would be to work from the inside out. So we're going to design some of the internals and then see where we go from there. One of the problems that I often run into when I'm designing stuff like this is like, well, one of the problems that I've run into so far with this design is that there's just too many possibilities of stuff to do on the inside, right? Like, look at all this space. You could put anything in the known galaxy in here, and it would probably make sense because of, you know, some odd methodology. Anyway, what I've decided to do, we're going to be designing some, like, odd objects to fill the space inside the starship. So, I mean, like, beams, books, tables, chairs, mechanical arms, stuff like that, and just kind of, we're going to decorate the inside, essentially. I know what I want to do with the general shape, and we might work on that too. But the problem is just too many possibilities. If I tried to design everything for, like, the starship directly, place it all on here, I'd be here for hours, and that would take forever. So we're going to design it outside the craft, but I'm going to do it in the same file, just to make sure it fits. So, really, I just want you to be here. There you go. Okay, let's see. Shit. Whoop. Hey. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm gonna take a cube, and I guess the first thing I want to design, just to see if I can, is a book. Just a book. You know, it's a book we might put on some bookshelves later. We can change the color of it, change the size of it to put on the bookshelves. Is this going to do what I think it's going to do? Nope. Is this going to do what I think it's going to do? Nope, but I know why. Can I? Darn it. We're already running into some troubles. It's not looking too good. Can you get out of the... Okay. How am I supposed to select... Can I just select these two? Is that how it's supposed to work? No, because then it'll extrude them. It'll do the... Yeah, it'll push them back. But this is what I'm thinking, right? This is kind of like the shape we're going for so far. The problem is I can't figure out how to... Maybe we create a loop cut like right where we want it ended. Like right there. And then we do exactly what we were doing before. But now we know where to delete the excess stuff. Maybe? Let's just put it like that. I see some visual glitches here. What's going on? Gosh darn zooming. There's like vertices there. Alright. What the heck? I thought I undid all those. Are these all duplicates? Oh, there are. Okay, well let's just remove doubles. Remove 0 vertices. I'm certain that if I... Okay, there's definitely doubles here. Like, I can definitely... Well, maybe I'm just going crazy. Oh, there were like 3 down there. No, I just keep clicking the wrong buttons. Of course. Okay, let's see. Can I... Since this is kind of like overlapping, if I was to delete these... Aha! Another problem, but we're closer. What the? Oh, I get it. There's nothing here either. Oh, so that's gonna look awful, isn't it? Darn it. Okay, well, let's undo everything we just did. I discovered a better way to do this anyway. Oh god, I can't undo that. Fine. Hide that. This is it's supposed to be a very low poly mesh anyway, so it's not like I have to pay extraordinary attention to detail, as it's most likely going to be in a bookshelf anyway. But it's good practice. 22, 11. Aha! And there we are. Kind of what I wanted. A book. And now I can just color it as we see fit. So I want this to be a green book. Green book. It can just literally be diffuse. That is a very colorful green book, but it works as a book. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Alright, so now we can just take this, and I am going to compare it to our model over here. I actually left Valkyro's model somewhere in the ship. Oh god, what floor is this? Second floor, right? I want to be on the second somewhere. There he is. Okay. So as we can see, this book is now 2 times the size of a person. Valkyro is 7 feet in height. The book is 11 feet in height. It's a very big book. Not light reading at all. So let's just scale this down to a reasonable size. That looks about reasonable. If I really wanted to pay extraordinary attention to detail, I could like look up the standard height of a book or average height of a novel or something like that. But when I put this on the bookshelf, what I'm planning on doing is duplicating the mesh, moving it over a little, scaling it down some or across or something. That'll just add a little variety to it. So, and we're going to change the color too. So anyway, now that I have it on the right size, let's just get it out of the ship and let's put it somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe on a different layer. I'll put it on that one. That's over here, but it's pretty far away from the platform down there, so I'll just, you know, leave it in a proper place where I can actually find it again. There we go. Now, the next thing I wanted to develop, I want to make a modular beam system. So I'll design like one beam, then I can duplicate that, put it right next to the first one, and it'll look like one longer beam. So whatever pattern I use here, I have to be aware and like know that I'm going to be using it again at the end. So it's like designing a guardrail like I did with that airship. Essentially like that, but a little more complicated. Or maybe not. I haven't tried yet, so who knows. I can be exact with this, can't I? Can I? I want it to move on the y-axis by 1 meter. Okay, maybe a little more. 5 meters. Maybe a little more. 10 meters. There we go. Oh yeah, I can be exact with this. Cool. And I want this to move down 10 meters. So Z 12. Oh, that's up. Whatever. Let's move across 10 meters. D5. Hooray! Yay! It's exact. It's like perfectly a square. Now, that makes me happy. Alright. Time for me to be less happy. Now I'm going to scale it down a tiny bit so the walls don't clip through. That just helps with, you know, visual glitches. So I've been told. Can I be lazy? Let's just see how lazy I can actually be. Oh my god. Alright. I am delighted. Well, this is 10 times easier than I thought it was going to be. Yep. Okay, so realistically, I could just take all of these, scale them a little that way. Wow. Alright, modular beam system complete. Now all I have to do is basically duplicate this pattern and put it on top. Which, now that I think about it, is also going to be extraordinarily easy. God darn it, let me select the stupid... Oh, shoot. It's going to be pretty hard to get that exact. I guess the biggest question is, does it, like, show? It doesn't. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That helped. So I forgot that if I want to actually rotate them at all. I have to join them together. Well, now's the time. Oh, shoot. Is there any way I can set this back to 0? Nope. Gonna have to do it the hard way. Darn it. Oh, well. Not everything can be easy. Make that to be a little more exact. There we go. Nah. Does that show through? It doesn't. I meant, oh, what did I meant? T? No. What did I mean? How do you, oh, G, obviously. What did I meant? Oh, me. Alright, so that looks like a pretty stable beam. So what the heck? Oh, shoot, I know what's going on here. It's not rotated perfectly. So it's like doing funky stuff. Or maybe it's just because I'm stupid. Oh, that's more likely. Well, it's definitely because it wasn't rotated perfectly. I dare say imperfectly. That's... So long as the darn thing doesn't show through, I'm happy. And it's actually, you know, translated properly. It must be symmetrical. Within reason. Oh, shoot. That's gonna annoy me for decades. Oh, well. At least it's a really hard thing to notice, so I'll just count on the fact that most people probably won't notice it. Yep. That's the style of this ship, because again, it's just practice. So now this is all one beam. Hooray! Now I can give it one texture. Let's go with shiny metal. That'll look nice. That's not really shiny. Come on. Maybe I just don't have the sun turned up high enough. No, that's still not shiny. It looks more like diffuse. Okay, that's diffuse. That. I thought this looked nice, but it does not. Now I must figure out why. Wait, that's diffuse. Oh, pff. Don't. That's glossy? No, that's glossy. Okay. So I just had the roughness up a bit too high. Or maybe the color just isn't right for this texture. No, that looks more shiny. That's definitely shinier. Oh, well. I guess we'll chuck it in with the mix shader and just kind of... Okay, well, that obviously... It did not like that. Oh, yes. Well, supposedly that's shiny. I'm just going to take Blender's word for it. I thought it looked a bit shinier at some point, but oh well. So now that we have this beam, it doesn't really have to be a specific, like, size. It just has to kind of be a beam. I can scale it whenever I need to in the ship. This I will move to the same layer as the book. So look at how far away we are from the darn platform. Okay, the last thing I wanted to design, while we still have the time, because I technically should get back to school at some point, is like, what did I say I wanted to design? Like a steel beam, a robotic arm, I think I said. That sounds like it's going to take a while. No, let's just use the time to kind of like start on the interior design of this craft. So let's see. What's behind here? Nothing. Perfect. But I like that I walled that off. What the heck? Alright. Let's build some tracks. Every good robotic arm needs tracks. Like, you know, when you see those, like the ride at Harry Potter, the Hogwarts ride, that's just a robotic arm operating on tracks. And that's kind of what I want to happen here. Except it's not going to be an amusement park ride. Though it could be, I suppose, if you want to die. That's certainly a fun way to die, it sounds, actually. Don't need to be exact with this, because why would I be? And now I can actually properly rotate this. There we go. All of the tracks I do in my animations, I always just take one beam, duplicate it, move it up like yay high. I should really kind of like, you know, do with both so they are on the same level. Move it up like yay high, scale it like, I don't know, yay much. No, there's no way I can. Wait, I can also make the scale proper. Let's say 2. 2. I'm so happy. Okay, and that's how you design the belts that I use. Should I get another blue light? I feel like I kind of should, but I'm gonna be lazy. I can always change it out later, right? Totally. Gonna go with boring metal. Now, as you can see, we've got tracks. Da 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 da. Look kind of wonky because the beams are sticking out, but you know, you get the idea. Anyway, I actually kind of put these upside down. I want them to be hanging from the ceiling. There we go. And now later, I actually don't think I really want this beam in the middle. Later, we can add some sort of a mechanism which runs along the tracks. Let's say something like this. Doesn't necessarily have to touch the tracks in any meaningful way, because, you know, sci-fi, but anyway, that's just the kind of thing I'm thinking. And then down from here, we can have some robotic arm that goes, whee. Okay, that's enough of the stream for today, guys. We did a lot of good stuff, and this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing with the ship off stream just putting more beams and books and stuff and